Happy spring from Flute Tube! It's officially the time of year when many students will be tested on their scales, either through a band program in their school or their community, or for music major juries if you're a college student. So if you are a student or if you're a teacher preparing students for various scale tests, I have 3 tips that I want to give you that I believe will make it so you can absolutely play through your scales without any stumbles. The first tip is to be sure that you can easily spell out each note name of every scale that you play before you play it. If you find that this is challenging, then definitely do it out loud, like this. G sharp, A sharp, B natural, C sharp, D sharp, E natural, F double sharp, G sharp. Have you ever had someone tell you that F double sharp is not the same thing as G? If anyone has ever said that to you, have you ever thought, surely it doesn't matter. I will think of F double sharp as G, it makes no difference. Well, scales prove that the way that you spell notes does matter. That's because in every major and every form of minor scale, we have exactly one of 7 diatonic pitches, whether they're natural, sharp, flat, double flat. If you routinely play something like an A sharp and allow yourself to think of it as a B flat, it is going to cause you trouble, and you'll find that out when you carefully spell every note of the scale before you play it. I guarantee you I've witnessed this with a lot of students when I tell them to spell scales out loud. They'll say B flat, and if I don't correct them, then they want to play a C. But if what they just played was an A sharp, they've still got to play a B. G sharp A? No, G sharp B flat. No, G sharp A sharp B. I know there's an E flat. No, that was a D sharp to an E. My second tip for today is that when you think through the key signature of each scale that you're going to play, think of adding sharps and flats in terms of when you are going to play them within the scale, rather than thinking through the order that you would add flats or sharps to the key signature in music theory. Nearly every time when I ask students what sharps are in a key that, say, has a lot of sharps, they'll list it like this. Okay, sharps: F, C, G, D, A sharp, E sharp, B sharp. That really doesn't help you quickly play a scale when you're leaping all over like that in your head in order to find the key signature. If I were playing in F sharp major and trying to come up with the key signature, instead of thinking, oh yeah, sharps, F, C, G, D, A, E, I would think of them F, G, A, B natural, C, D, E. When I confirm with students what sharps or flats are in a key, I list them this way. I say we're in F sharp, that's F, G, A, C, D, E. That way my brain isn't jumping all around the key signature trying to remember in time what is sharp and where and when, rather than thinking through each note as I go up or down the scale. My third tip today is because I'm sure there are many of you who've put in your time playing through all your scales, even the ones that are the most egregiously laden with flats and sharps. You've already put in your time to learn these scales. What I've said so far, hopefully, can really help you teach, because a lot of these things I didn't think through really consciously until I started to have students who needed help. So if you fit in this camp where you're really confident playing through all your major and minor scales and you don't have fear of stumbling around in some test as you try to play them, I will simply ask you, how long has it been since you played your scales in thirds? What about sixths? If you did this today, tell me. I'd love to know. I'll be so impressed. If you did this yesterday, I'll be nearly just as impressed. But if it's been a while, playing scales in thirds and sixths feels so different from playing them straight up and down. It's a really good variation to remember to do, just like we have in our T&G Flute Player's Bible, the Taffanel and Gobert 17 Big Daily Exercises book. 17 grands exercices journaliers.